my earliest leadership memory had to do with the Boy Scouts. I was a Boy Scout, a pretty mediocre Boy Scout. Didn't really try to progress. I think I only moved up rank once, and that was in years. However, there was an opportunity to become what was called back then a den chief, and that's where you mentored the Cub Scouts as a Boy Scout. And in that role, I studied, I worked hard, I tried to set a great example, and I think, reflecting back, that probably is one of the reasons why I view certain perspectives on leadership now. I really feel like a leader has a responsibility to those not only whom he leads, but who I feel the leader serves. I'm a strong believer in servant leadership. So, and then that kind of transitioned to my first time running for office, which was about a year or two into my Boy Scout career when I ran for 6th grade treasurer. And I got my clock clean. You know how they, you know how they have like the first and second place, and well, I was way down at the bottom where, you know, people were like, who? And it wasn't fun. That hurt. It was very disappointing. But that also let me know how, A, you don't have to necessarily be in elected office to lead, and B, politics is not the same as service, is not the same as leadership. So I try to take those lessons with me through, as I indicated earlier, about my college experiences, fire department, and just being involved in different clubs and organizations. I think I grew a lot more as far as taking on responsibility and being accountable. It's easy to talk about what the problems are. It's easy to talk about why people are wrong. It's much more difficult to talk about what the solutions are and how some people have some things that they're saying that are right, even the things that you're not that comfortable with. And I think when, I guess, two very significant things shaped the way that I feel myself as a leader today that happened in very recent times. One was my first run for office here in Howard County. Knocked on a lot of doors, worked as hard as I could, lost 25 pounds out there in the summertime, lost by about 350 votes, very public. As my wonderful colleague knows, you're in the paper frequently. The moment I knew that I lost, I had several reporters calling me, asking me how I felt about it. So that really shaped it. It helped me really, one, understand the importance of hard work, because later on people did remember what I did, and B, that I was able to still do a lot of good for my community, either in my role on our village board or as a community organizer later. And then I think the second is probably when I was chairperson of the council. And I got to serve probably one of the first times such intelligent, equally powerful, experienced, passionate leaders, and being a servant leader to those individuals, including my colleague, really, I think, helped me become a better person. I often had to learn on the job and receive feedback in several different ways, whether they be comfortable or uncomfortable, and really, again, be accountable for not only my entire term, but through today for some of the decisions that I made. And I really took that seriously. I tried to work very hard, and as Councilperson Siggety indicated earlier, it is a tough job. It's a thankless job. You're the one out there taking most of the heat for the entire council. You're the one out there who's bringing everybody together to ensure that government moves forward. Because since we're elected by district, a lot of times as council members we kind of get focused on our district or our issues or just different things, whereas the chair has to help us bring that together, has to help remind us that there is something even bigger than our districts, our individual communities, or sometimes the county today, but the county 10, 20, 30 years from now, which is the one that we're shaping with some of the decisions that we make.